Welcome back in, divine souls, to our daily pantheon reading here at Soulfire Tarot, where myth, intuition are going to weave together to bring clarity, healing, divine guidance for our self-growth journey. If you're new here, I'm Christina. Hey, welcome, 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 welcome. So happy you're here. I am a doctor of Chinese medicine and an intuitive channel, and I'm channeling here as two cards loves. Channeling a general reading for today. I'm gonna see if spirit can be a little more succinct than that. So again, this is a general reading. Spirit's gonna connect first though, because I'm channeling with the people who've subscribed to the channel, are consciously attuning their energy into this space. So if anything here resonates for you, first take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That part of the message is for someone else. But if anything does resonate, if you haven't subscribed yet, drop a like. It's free, it's easy. Helps my channel grow, helps me know that you actually resonate, and like the video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. It's really important to me to know that the feedback is landing, that what I'm channeling is actually hitting for some of you, beyond just seeing that people have watched it. So that would really help me out, and I'd appreciate it. And just remember, subscribing helps Spirit to recognize and include your frequency in our future channelings. So let's see. We can get a few clarifiers to come with our archetypal energies for the day. Let's just pause though, take a deep breath, and let's see what Spirit and the gods are whispering to us today. So, as I'm clarifying, we have here two cards that came out together from the Pantheon deck, and I thought I'd take them both today. We have Artemis as the moon, and we have Hera as the empress. So Artemis, there we go, is the twin of Apollo. So Apollo is the god of the sun, right? She is his twin. She is the goddess of the moon, of wilderness, of the hunt, a protector of young women, and the untamed. She has a fierce, feral quality to her. She will not be tamed. Think a tomboy. Think a tomboy with skinned knees out there climbing trees and being rough and tumble. It's Artemis. So her symbolism, this card in general, the moon, has to do with mastery of cycles, dreams, the sacred wild, that which is hidden. It's our intuition. It's our ability to see in the darkness, to see the things that are unseen and unseeable. Now, Hera, there we go. There's two, but we'll take them. Hera as the empress. Hera, I would say, was a much maligned goddess throughout time, and of course she was. She was the queen of the heavens of Olympus and the wife of Zeus. And she ruled over sovereignty, so my individual power over fertility and sacred union. All these stories talk about all this jealousy of Hera, right? But what you really know is that her power was as the guardian of sacred feminine authority, of divine lineage. Before she was Hera, she was the queen of the heavens. Before she was the queen of the heavens, she was the primordial goddess. This energy is much older than the Greek pantheon. And specifically, when we look at this telling of her story, we see the ways that throughout patriarchal cultures, women's power is denigrated, how people tell stories about how a powerful woman has to be the shrew, has to be all these awful things. And it's just not true, but it is in the storytelling. Now, the symbol of the empress typically is, and particularly with Hera, we're seeing like creation, abundance, and really this fertile territory of our embodied sovereignty. So looking at them together, so what do we have here? We have this kind of duality inside the divine feminine, right? We have the wild, we have the regal. We have instinct, we have sovereignty, and, careful thought and application of power. So we would say Artemis is about trusting your inner knowing, and Hera is about knowing your inner worth. So when we see these together, this is this fierce, powerful balance of the divine feminine energy within ourselves. And this is, for my femmes out there, this is for my masks as well, okay? We all have these energies within us. We all have divine feminine. We all have divine masculine. It's not about your genitalia, right? So when we see here sort of intuition grounded in authority, softness that's shielded by strength, So there's this idea of today, this energy of being like free, whole, self-possessed. Okay, this image just came up. I love it. It's like moving through your day with the energy of both the huntress and the queen or the empress. So your sovereignty is your sanctuary. Your intuition is your crown. You can bring both of these incredibly powerful energies, the protector and the ruler, together inside yourself as this merging of these beautiful, powerful goddess energies that are part of the divine feminine. Interesting. Okay. So we have here Eight of Cups in reverse, the Five of Wands in reverse, and then the Queen of Swords and Nine of Cups that came together in the upright. So these are our clarifying cards on this energy of sovereignty and self-possession. And what we're seeing here, so Eight of Cups has a lot to do. Oh, let me check the camera. So there we go. Eight of Cups has this to do with sort of setting off on a new journey. You see, there's been disappointment, there's been spilled cups, there's been loss behind her, but she's moving over the horizon toward the rising sun. So this is that idea that we can choose a new emotional path for ourselves. It's in reverse, and then we have next to her in reverse the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is all about challenge and struggle to a degree, not as much as like the Five of Swords, which is about really, a kind of cutting sort of struggle. Five of Wands is a sort of challenge. Like, see, this is almost like an obstacle course, and they're reaching up toward the fire. So it's more like a challenge that you grow through. And so we're seeing here, there's these energies together of holding on to your sovereignty and your power and your fierceness. And I think maybe maintaining the course a little bit. Like Eight of Cups, when a card is in reverse, it can be the opposite of its meaning, or it can be muted, or just a slightly sort of different interpretation of that. And so this idea of a new emotional territory of striking out, it's like, it's not a huge shift that needs to happen, particularly as you're looking at whatever the challenge is that's coming in your day. When we're saying we need to walk in our energy of being fully protected and fully sovereign, it's because someone's going to test us. Strength invites challenge, right? There's no way around it. The stronger you get, the more people want to challenge you. It's human nature. And so we're seeing this like, it's okay. There's a bit of a challenge coming today. It's not that you need to change up everything you're doing or your entire emotional approach. Just stand in your power. All right, just stand in your power. You got that. And we see this, I think, confirmed when we see the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups here as the final of our clarifiers. So Queen of Swords energy is all about she is a clear seer and a clear thinker. She is near the top of the game when it comes to swords, near that complete mastery of our domain of thought, of our domain of air, of strategy. You'll see here what's interesting in this particular card. This queen has a cup, and she has it kind of chained up. And so this is the one place that she still has room to grow. So that cup is our emotions, right? Our connection to kind of a little bit the divine feminine, but particularly that element of water, of emotionality, of seeing the unseen. And the Queen of Swords has it locked up because she's very reliant upon her mind. So there's this mental clarity. So it's really interesting. We have this feminine, masculine, right? All together today as we're looking again at embracing our wild while also being in our regal, in our queenly, in our royal, I have my own power because I simply have my own power. I have my own power because my spirit is powerful, not because I have a title, not because I have certain money or physical goods, but it is the radiance of the quality that I hold to myself, and that is what I'm willing to demonstrate to the world. So we have here this Queen of Swords, this real clarity energy, a little bit of putting the emotions kind of on the back burner at this point, but then in come all of these cups. So I love these two together because Nine of Cups, look at this person. They are leaping for joy. They have individual self-determination, individual power, individual happiness. This is like your best girl who is out there living her best life. She is dancing, she is having fun, she is killing it at work. Like all of this energy that doesn't rely on external intervention. This is a self-made person who has gone through many challenges, right? Our Five of Cups here, many, many challenges to get to this level of fulfillment that she has. And it's not about someone else. This is about my inner self. And it's coupled with this incredible clear thinking and ability to, when needed, sort of prioritize. Sometimes we need to prioritize between thoughts and feelings, right? Am I in cold logic right now, or am I coming more from a heart, from an emotive place? And again, we're seeing that duality of the feminine. So this is really one of these big theme states. Like we can be in our heart. What's happening? There we go. We can be in our heart. We can be in our feminine and yet still be incredibly powerful and maintain that power within us is actually, my power is more important than your comfort. My sovereignty, my individuality, my understanding that my yes and my no are what matter most in my life, right? That concept that I am the master of my soul. I am the master of my experience and I will protect myself. I cannot be tamed. You cannot make me think or say or do or behave the way you want to because I am wild. Because I and I alone make all choices for myself, and it is inscrutable. It is the moon. You don't get to know and predict how I'm going to behave just because that would make you more comfortable. And this isn't in a reactive, unkind way, right? This is just in the way of someone who is untamable. Someone who says, no, there will always be an element of predictability because I'll say yes until it stops being a yes. And as soon as it's no longer a yes, it's a no. And there's nothing you can do to change that. I listen to my body. I listen to my intuition. I listen to my internal knowing, and I stand on that. I stand on business and I protect myself because I have to take care of myself first. This doesn't mean that we're not taking care of and loving others. Of course we are. That's my entire reason for being here, for doing everything I do. And yet, you yourself are as worthy of your own love as anyone. I deserve my own love. You deserve your own love. And that means treating ourselves in ways that demonstrate the active quality of love. Am I taking care of my needs? Am I guarding the sovereignty of my inner space, of my quality of character? Because that's protection for someone that I love. That's that self-protection in the best possible way, where I say I deserve and I need the things that take care of my physical body, my mental body, my emotional body, my spiritual body. I am doing the things that take care of all of that because my first responsibility is to care for my being in this lifetime, which then gives me the resource. It gives me the overflow. It gives me the abundance of the Empress that enables me to share with others from a place of graciousness and ease and love, not from obligation or codependency. And so with these clarifiers today, again, we're seeing it's not a complete emotional shift, right? We're not setting out for totally new territory. We're not, getting rid of relationships, anything like that. There is a little challenge. There's a little challenge, an invitation to grow, right? Strength comes from challenge. Our muscles don't get stronger if we don't challenge them. We have to challenge ourselves, use our clear thinking, and pursue our highest joy. Pursue our highest good and protect that. Because when you do that, everything else, every kind of abundance, every beautiful relationship, everything you are looking for is on the other side of the discomfort of seeing clearly, standing in your own power, protecting and going after your own joy first. And here, I grabbed 2 cards. How interesting. Okay. So we have 2 cards here from Moonology as our last message from the universe. Reflect on your priorities and detoxify. And I think this just goes right along with what we were just saying. Reflect on your priorities. Are you prioritizing things that don't matter most to you and your spirit and your wild and precious, beautiful soul in this lifetime? Are you prioritizing them, or are you prioritizing the things that connect in most with your highest joy, with your 9 of Cups and detoxify? Let go of what isn't. Let go of what doesn't meet those priorities. Let go of what is not aligned with that best and highest and most. Like, what excites you? What excites your soul? Go in that direction. If it doesn't, as soon as you can, let it go. As soon as you can, let it go. Oh, I hope this has been helpful for you, friends. If any part of this message resonated, again, please drop a like, okay? That helps me to know that my guides and I are on point. And also go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want the energies to reflect in and towards you in the future as we continue forward with these daily Pantheon readings. Love you all very much, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.